Question 1. In Alabama, what is the minimum free look period for individual life insurance policies? A. 5 days. B. 10 days. C. 20 days. D. 30 days. Answer: B. 10 days. The free look provision in an individual life insurance policy allows the policy owner a specific period, typically 10 days in Alabama, to review the policy after delivery and decide whether to keep it. If the policy owner chooses to return the policy within this period, they will receive a full refund of any premiums paid, allowing them to cancel without penalty. This clause ensures that consumers have adequate time to understand their coverage and are protected if the policy doesn't meet their expectations. Always advise clients to carefully read their policy during this critical review period. Question 2. An agent in Alabama convinces a policyholder to surrender an existing life insurance policy and purchase a new one with the same insurer, primarily to earn a higher commission. This unethical practice is known as A. Twisting. B. Rebating. C. Churning. D. Defamation. Answer: C. Churning. Churning occurs when an agent persuades a policy owner to surrender an existing policy and replace it with a new one from the same insurer, solely for the purpose of generating new commissions for the agent, often without a clear benefit to the policy owner. This practice is distinct from twisting, which involves replacing a policy with one from a different insurer. Churning is an illegal and unethical practice in Alabama and is designed to protect policyholders from agents who prioritize their own financial gain over the client's best interest. Agents should always act in the policyholder's best interest, and unnecessary policy replacements are a red flag. Question 3. What is the primary purpose of the Alabama Life and Disability Insurance Guarantee Association? A. To protect policyholders in the event an insurer becomes insolvent and cannot pay claims. B. To regulate insurance rates and policy forms in Alabama. C. To provide continuing education for insurance agents in Alabama. D. To investigate claims of insurance fraud within the state. Answer: A. To protect policyholders in the event an insurer becomes insolvent and cannot pay claims. The Alabama Life and Disability Insurance Guarantee Association is a non-profit, statutory entity that provides a safety net for policyholders. Its primary purpose is to protect consumers in Alabama if a life or health insurance company becomes financially impaired and unable to meet its contractual obligations, ensuring that covered claims can still be paid up to certain limits. This mechanism helps maintain public confidence in the insurance industry by safeguarding policyholders' benefits, much like the FDIC protects bank deposits. Always remember that the Guarantee Association acts as a financial backstop for policyholders, not as a regulator of the industry. Question 4. All of the following are typically considered primary factors in determining life insurance premiums, except A. Age. B. Health, medical history. C. Gender. D. Marital status. Answer: D. Marital status. Life insurance premiums are primarily determined by factors that influence the likelihood and timing of a claim, such as age, health, including medical history and current conditions, gender, occupation, and hobbies. These factors help assess the mortality risk of the insured. Marital status, while a demographic detail, does not directly influence an individual's mortality risk in the same way that age or health does, and therefore is not a primary factor in premium calculation. Underwriters focus on quantifiable risks directly related to longevity. Question 5. In Alabama, if an agent changes their residential address, how many days do they have to notify the Commissioner of Insurance? A. 10 days. B. 20 days. C. 30 days. D. 60 days. Answer: C. 30 days. In Alabama, an insurance producer, agent, is required to notify the Commissioner of Insurance of any change in their residential or business address within 30 days of the change. This prompt notification is crucial for the Department of Insurance to maintain accurate records and ensure effective communication with licensed agents regarding regulatory updates, license renewals, or disciplinary actions. Keeping your contact information current with the department is a fundamental responsibility of being a licensed professional. Question 6. Which of the following is a characteristic of a universal life insurance policy? A. Fixed premiums and fixed death benefit. B. Flexible premiums and adjustable death benefit. C. Premiums payable only for a limited period, then the policy is paid up. D. No cash value accumulation. Answer: B. Flexible premiums and adjustable death benefit. Universal life insurance is a type of permanent life insurance characterized by its flexibility. Policy owners can adjust premium payments, within certain limits, and also modify the death benefit amount, making it adaptable to changing financial needs. Unlike traditional whole life, where premiums are fixed, universal life allows for greater control over the policy's funding and benefits, often with a cash value component that earns interest. Its flexibility is a key distinguishing feature that can appeal to individuals with fluctuating financial situations. Question 7. What is the maximum age an individual can be to be eligible for coverage under the Alabama Life and Disability Insurance Guarantee Association for life insurance death benefits? A. 65. B. 70. C. 75. D. There is no maximum age for eligibility. Answer: D. There is no maximum age for eligibility. The Alabama Life and Disability Insurance Guarantee Association provides coverage for eligible policies and policyholders without an age limit for eligibility. As long as the policy is a covered contract and the policyholder is an Alabama resident, or meets other specific criteria, they are generally protected regardless of their age when the insurer becomes impaired. The association's role is to protect policyholders, not to set age restrictions on coverage, so eligibility is based on the policy itself rather than the insured's age. Question 8. An agent making maliciously critical statements about another insurer's financial condition to induce a client to lapse a policy is engaging in A. Rebating. B. Twisting. C. Defamation. D. Misrepresentation. Answer: C. Defamation. Defamation occurs when an individual makes false or maliciously critical statements about the financial condition of another insurer or agent that are intended to injure that entity. This is an unfair trade practice designed to protect fair competition and prevent agents from gaining an unfair advantage by slandering competitors. For example, if an agent falsely tells a client that a competitor's company is on the verge of bankruptcy to scare them into switching policies, that would be defamation. Agents should always compete fairly based on policy merits, not malicious falsehoods. Question 9. Which settlement option provides a beneficiary with a guaranteed income for the rest of their life, regardless of how long they live? A. Fixed period. B. Fixed amount. C. Life income. D. Interest only. Answer: C. Life income. The life income settlement option guarantees the beneficiary a periodic payment for their entire lifetime, even if they live longer than anticipated, often based on their age and gender. While the total amount received may vary, the income stream is assured for life, providing a strong sense of financial security. This option is popular for beneficiaries who need a consistent income source and are concerned about outliving their funds, such as a surviving spouse. Question 10. A policy owner in Alabama decides to assign ownership of their life insurance policy to a bank as collateral for a loan. This is an example of which type of assignment? A. Absolute assignment. B. Collateral assignment. C. Irrevocable assignment. D. Revocable assignment. Answer: B. Collateral assignment. A collateral assignment involves transferring only some of the policy owner's rights to another party, typically as security for a debt or loan. In this scenario, the bank would receive a portion of the death benefit equal to the outstanding loan amount if the insured dies, and the policy owner retains control of the policy after the loan is repaid. This differs from an absolute assignment, where all ownership rights are permanently transferred. A collateral assignment is common when using a life insurance policy as security for financial obligations. Question 11. What is the primary purpose of the incontestability clause in a life insurance policy? A. To allow the insurer to contest a claim at any time if fraud is discovered. B. To prevent the insurer from denying a claim based on misstatements in the application after a specified period. C. To permit the policy owner to contest policy terms within the free look period. D. To prohibit the policy owner from assigning policy rights after a certain number of years. Answer: B. To prevent the insurer from denying a claim based on misstatements in the application after a specified period. The incontestability clause typically states that after a policy has been in force for a specific period, usually 2 years, the insurer cannot deny a claim based on material misrepresentations or concealment in the original application, even if they are later discovered. This clause provides a level of certainty to the policy owner and beneficiary that the policy will pay out, preventing the insurer from endlessly scrutinizing the application. It ensures the policy becomes incontestable after the designated period, offering peace of mind to the insured. Question 12. If an Alabama resident life insurance agent allows their license to lapse, what is typically required to reinstate it after a certain period without having to retake the exam? A. Pay a penalty fee and complete additional CE hours. B. Reapply for the license and pay all renewal fees. C. Complete only the ethics portion of continuing education. D. There is no grace period for reinstatement, the exam must always be retaken. Answer: A. Pay a penalty fee and complete additional CE hours. In Alabama, if a resident producer's license lapses due to failure to complete continuing education or renew on time, they typically have a specific period, e.g., 12 months, during which they can reinstate the license without retaking the licensing exam. This reinstatement usually requires paying a penalty fee and completing all outstanding continuing education credits. Failing to meet these requirements within the allowed period would necessitate going through the full licensing process, including retaking the exam. Question 13. Which of the following non-forfeiture options provides the highest immediate cash value to the policy owner? A. Extended term. B. Reduced paid up. C. Cash surrender value. D. Automatic premium loan. Answer: C. Cash surrender value. The cash surrender value non-forfeiture option allows the policy owner to surrender the policy and receive the accumulated cash value in a lump sum. This option provides the highest immediate cash payout compared to the other non-forfeiture options, which involve using the cash value to purchase a new policy, extended term or reduced paid up, or to pay premiums, automatic premium loan. Choosing cash surrender terminates the policy, ending all coverage, so it's a significant decision. Question 14. An Alabama agent selling a variable life insurance policy must also hold which of the following licenses in addition to a life insurance license? A. Property and casualty license. B. Securities license. C. Health insurance license. D. Adjuster license. Answer: B. Securities license. Variable life insurance policies are unique because their cash value and death benefit can fluctuate based on the performance of an underlying separate account, which is invested in stocks, bonds, or other securities. Because these policies involve investment risk and are regulated as securities, an agent selling them in Alabama, and nationwide, must hold both a state life insurance license and a federal securities license, typically a FINRA Series 6 or Series 7. This dual licensing ensures the agent is qualified to discuss both the insurance and investment aspects of the product. Question 15. What is the standard grace period for an individual life insurance policy premium in Alabama? A. 7 days. B. 15 days. C. 31 days. D. 60 days. Answer: C. 31 days. In Alabama, as in many states, individual life insurance policies are typically required to include a grace period of 31 days. This provision allows the policy owner to pay the premium after its due date without the policy lapsing. If the insured dies during this grace period, the death benefit will still be paid, but the overdue premium will be deducted from the payout. The grace period offers a crucial safety net, preventing accidental policy termination due to a slight delay in premium payment. Question 16. The primary purpose of a life insurance policy's reinstatement provision is to: A. Allow the policy owner to change beneficiaries after a lapse. B. Permit the policy owner to surrender the policy for its cash value. C. Enable a lapsed policy to be put back in force under certain conditions. D. Grant the insurer the right to contest a claim after the incontestability period. Answer: C. Enable a lapsed policy to be put back in force under certain conditions. The reinstatement provision allows a policy owner to restore a lapsed life insurance policy, typically within a specific time frame, e.g., 3 to 5 years, after it lapsed due to non-payment of premiums. To reinstate, the policy owner usually must pay all back premiums with interest, repay any outstanding policy loans with interest, and provide evidence of insurability, prove they are still a good risk. This provision offers a valuable opportunity to regain coverage without having to purchase a new policy, which might come with higher premiums due to increased age. Question 17. Which of the following statements about group life insurance in Alabama is true? A. Individual medical examinations are always required for group members. B. Certificates of insurance are issued to individual members, while the master policy is issued to the group sponsor. C. Group life policies typically build significant cash value. D. Group life insurance is usually purchased by individuals for their personal coverage. Answer: B. Certificates of insurance are issued to individual members, while the master policy is issued to the group sponsor. In a group life insurance arrangement, the employer, or association, the group sponsor, is issued the master policy, which outlines the terms and conditions of coverage for the entire group. Individual members covered under the plan do not receive a full policy but are given a certificate of insurance, which serves as proof of their coverage and summarizes the key benefits and provisions. Group life insurance is typically term insurance, meaning it generally does not build cash value and is purchased by the group for its members, not by individuals for personal coverage. Question 18. An Alabama resident life insurance agent must complete how many hours of continuing education every 2 years? A. 12 hours. B. 24 hours. C. 36 hours. D. 48 hours. Answer: B. 24 hours. Resident life insurance agents in Alabama are required to complete 24 hours of continuing education, CE, every 2 years to maintain their license. A specific portion of these hours, typically 3 hours, must be dedicated to ethics training. This ongoing education ensures that agents remain knowledgeable about current insurance laws, regulations, and industry practices, ultimately benefiting consumers through competent professional advice. Staying current with CE requirements is a fundamental part of maintaining a valid insurance license. Question 19. If a life insurance policy beneficiary dies before the insured, and the policy includes a per stirpes designation, how will the death benefit be distributed? A. Equally among all surviving beneficiaries. B. To the insured's estate. C. To the deceased beneficiary's heirs. D. To the remaining primary beneficiaries only. Answer: C. To the deceased beneficiary's heirs. The per stirpes, Latin for, by the roots, beneficiary designation means that if a named beneficiary dies before the insured, their share of the death benefit will pass to their living descendants, children, grandchildren, etc., in equal shares, rather than being distributed among the other surviving beneficiaries. This ensures that a family line maintains its designated share of the proceeds. For example, if a policy names 2 children as beneficiaries, per stirpes, and 1 child dies leaving 2 grandchildren, those 2 grandchildren would split their parents' original share. Question 20. An agent in Alabama convinces a client to replace an existing life insurance policy with a new policy from a different insurer, primarily for the agent's financial gain, leading to a disadvantage for the client. This is an example of A. Churning, B. Rebating, C. Twisting, D. Misrepresentation. Answer: C. Twisting. Twisting is an illegal practice in Alabama where an agent persuades a policy owner to lapse or surrender an existing life insurance policy and purchase a new one from a different insurance company, often by misrepresenting facts or making incomplete comparisons. The motivation is typically to generate new commissions for the agent, and the replacement usually results in a disadvantage for the policyholder, such as losing valuable benefits or incurring new surrender charges. Always prioritize the client's best interest and provide honest, complete comparisons for any proposed policy replacement. Question 21. Which type of life insurance policy is characterized by a level premium, a level death benefit, and a cash value that grows at a guaranteed rate? A. Term life. B. Universal life. C. Variable life. D. Whole life. Answer: D. Whole life. Whole life insurance is a type of permanent life insurance that provides coverage for the insured's entire life. Key characteristics include a level, fixed, premium, a guaranteed level death benefit, and a cash value component that accumulates over time at a guaranteed interest rate. This cash value can be accessed through policy loans or withdrawals, offering a living benefit in addition to the death benefit. It's designed for long-term coverage and financial certainty. Question 22. When an applicant for a life insurance policy in Alabama pays the initial premium and receives a conditional receipt, what does this generally mean? A. Coverage begins immediately, regardless of insurability. B. Coverage begins on the date the policy is issued. C. Coverage may begin on the date of application or medical exam, provided the applicant is found insurable. D. Coverage begins after the free look period has expired. Answer: C. Coverage may begin on the date of application or medical exam, provided the applicant is found insurable. A conditional receipt provides temporary coverage from the date the application is signed and the initial premium is paid, on the condition that the applicant is found to be insurable according to the insurer's underwriting standards. If the applicant later dies or is deemed uninsurable, coverage generally does not apply. This receipt provides interim protection to the applicant while the full underwriting process is completed, offering peace of mind that coverage might already be in force. Question 23. Under Alabama insurance law, what is the maximum amount the Life and Disability Insurance Guarantee Association will cover for the cash surrender value of a single life insurance policy? A. $100,000. B. $250,000. C. $300,000. D. $500,000. Answer: A. $100,000. The Alabama Life and Disability Insurance Guarantee Association provides specific limits for the coverage it offers. For life insurance policies, the maximum liability for cash surrender or withdrawal values is $100,000 per policy owner. For death benefits, the limit is higher, typically $300,000. These limits ensure that a significant portion of individual policyholders' benefits are protected in the event of an insurer's insolvency, but they are not unlimited. Question 24. What is the primary purpose of the Alabama Commissioner of Insurance? A. To sell insurance policies to Alabama residents. B. To represent insurance companies in legal disputes. C. To enforce insurance laws and protect the interests of policyholders. D. To set premium rates for all insurance policies sold in the state. Answer: C. To enforce insurance laws and protect the interests of policyholders. The primary role of the Alabama Commissioner of Insurance, who heads the Department of Insurance, is to regulate the insurance industry within the state. This includes enforcing insurance laws, licensing agents and companies, approving policy forms and rates, examining insurer solvency, and investigating consumer complaints. The Commissioner's overarching responsibility is to ensure fair and ethical practices within the industry and to protect the interests of the insurance-buying public. They serve as the chief regulator, not a salesperson or company representative. Question 25. Which of the following is a direct consequence of an agent engaging in the practice of rebating in Alabama? A. The agent will be required to complete additional continuing education. B. The agent may have their license suspended or revoked, and face fines. C. The policy will be voided from its inception. D. The agent will be required to offer a higher commission to other agents. Answer: B. The agent may have their license suspended or revoked, and face fines. Rebating is an illegal practice where an agent offers something of value not stated in the insurance contract, such as a portion of their commission or a gift, as an inducement for a client to purchase a policy. This practice is prohibited in Alabama because it unfairly discriminates among policyholders and undermines the integrity of the rating system. An agent found engaging in rebating can face severe penalties, including fines, license suspension, or even revocation, underscoring the seriousness of this violation.